Russia and North Korea forged strategic alliances. World War III on the horizon. Seoul, South Korea. In a dramatic and potentially ominous development, Russia and North Korea have cemented their military and diplomatic ties through a newly signed treaty that pledges mutual defense assistance. This alliance signals a critical enhancement of their bilateral cooperation against Western powers, raising alarm among geopolitical analysts about the escalating risks of a global conflict. Russian President Vladimir Putin and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un formalized this comprehensive strategic partnership treaty during their summit in Pyongyang on Wednesday. In a press conference following the summit, Putin stressed that the agreement includes the provision of mutual assistance in case of an aggression against one of the signatories. This treaty rekindles historical alliances reminiscent of North Korea's pact with the Soviet Union, which mandated automatic mutual defense. Following the Soviet Union's collapse, this was replaced in 2000 by a less binding treaty with Russia. Putin praised the new treaty as a truly groundbreaking document that reflects the desire of the two countries not to rest on their laurels, but to bring our relations to a new qualitative level. He added that it sets large-scale tasks and benchmarks for deepening Russian-Korean relations in the long term. Both leaders emphasized that the new pact is defensive in nature. Putin's visit to North Korea, his first in 24 years, comes amidst growing cooperation between the two nations, especially since Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Reports suggest that North Korea has supplied Russia with millions of artillery shells and other military hardware in exchange for essential resources such as food, energy, and military technology. The precise details of the treaty and additional agreements have not been disclosed, raising questions among analysts about the durability and full scope of this enhanced partnership. The United States and its allies have expressed significant concerns over the implications of a strengthened Russo-North Korean military alliance. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg, following discussions with U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, underscored the danger of increased support for Russia from North Korea and China. If they succeed in Ukraine, it will make us more vulnerable and the world more dangerous, Stoltenberg warned. The summit featured displays of strong diplomatic rapport. Kim personally welcomed Putin on a red-carpeted tarmac at Pyongyang International Airport early Wednesday morning. After a warm embrace and brief exchange, the leaders traveled together in a Russian-made Urus sedan to the Kumsusan State Guesthouse, passing through streets adorned with Russian flags and welcoming banners. North Korea's grand welcome ceremony later on Wednesday at Kim Il-sung Square included military bands, honor guards, and throngs of citizens waving flowers and flags. During subsequent talks, Kim Jong-un stated, "The situation globally is now changing fast as it becomes more challenging. Against this background, we are set to strengthen strategic interaction with Russia, with the Russian leadership as we go forward," according to Russia's TASS news agency. Kim also praised Russia's role in maintaining global strategic stability and pledged full support and solidarity with the Russian government, army, and people in carrying out the special military operation in Ukraine to protect the sovereignty, security interests, and territorial integrity. As reported by Sputnik, Putin expressed gratitude for North Korea's support in the Ukraine conflict, emphasizing the historical comradeship between the two nations and their shared opposition to the hegemony policy, the imperialist politics of the United States and its satellites, as per TASS. In the press conference, Putin criticized the U.S.'s confrontational policy in the region and defended North Korea against allegations of destabilizing the international situation. He urged the United Nations Security Council to reconsider the sanctions imposed on North Korea. Putin also suggested potential areas for expanded cooperation, including advanced military technical collaboration and increased exchanges in trade, culture, tourism, education, and agriculture. For political analysts, this treaty represents a significant shift in the geopolitical landscape, signaling a deepening of Russo-North Korean ties that could have far-reaching implications for regional and global stability. With both nations positioning themselves against Western powers, the world edges closer to a scenario that some fear could escalate into a broader and more devastating conflict. The specter of World War III looms larger as these alliances solidify, highlighting the urgent need for diplomatic interventions to avert a global catastrophe.